Hello and welcome back to our channel. Many people dream about success. They want a better life, more money, confidence, freedom, good health, strong relationships, and big achievements. But most people only dream. They wait for motivation, the perfect time, perfect conditions, or some magical moment that will suddenly change their life. Days pass, months pass, years pass, and nothing changes. Why? Because success is not created by dreams alone. Success is created by daily action. Small actions repeated every day slowly shape your future. One workout, one page read, 1 hour of practice, one disciplined decision. These small actions may seem unimportant today, but over time they completely change a person's life. In this video, we will talk about why success requires daily action and how small, consistent habits create extraordinary results over time. Everything will be explained in very simple English for beginners. So listen carefully until the end, because this mindset can completely transform your future. Lesson 1. Dreams mean nothing without action. Many people dream about success. They dream about becoming rich, becoming healthy, becoming confident, learning English, starting a business, building a better life, or achieving something meaningful. Inside their mind, they imagine a beautiful future. They say, "One day my life will change. One day I'll become successful. One day I'll start working seriously." But for many people, that one day never arrives. Why? Because dreaming alone changes nothing. Success begins only when action begins. This is one of the most important truths in life. Many people spend years thinking, planning, talking, wishing, and imagining, but never truly starting. And slowly, time passes. Days become months. Months become years. Years become regret. Another painful truth is this: the world is full of people with dreams, but success belongs mostly to people who take action consistently. Ideas are everywhere. Dreams are everywhere. But action is rare. That is why so many people stay stuck in the same place for years. Another important thing is fear. Many people do not start because they are afraid. They think, what if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I'm not good enough? What if I make mistakes? So instead of acting, they keep waiting. Waiting for confidence, waiting for motivation, waiting for perfect conditions. But the perfect time almost never comes. Successful people understand something important. Action creates progress, not endless thinking. Another major problem is comfort. Dreaming feels comfortable. Talking about goals feels exciting. But taking action requires effort. It requires discipline, focus, sacrifice, and consistency. That is why many people stay trapped inside dreams without real movement. For example, a person wants to learn English fluently. They watch motivational videos every day. They imagine speaking confidently, but they never practice speaking daily. Years later, nothing changes. Why? Because improvement comes from action. Listening alone is not enough. Real progress begins when practice begins. Another example. A person wants a healthy body. They keep saying, "Tomorrow I'll start exercising." But tomorrow keeps moving. And slowly the body becomes weaker because action never happens consistently. Another important truth is this: small action matters more than big motivation. Many people think success requires huge dramatic action immediately. But success usually grows through small, consistent steps. Reading one page matters. Practicing English for 20 minutes matters. Saving a small amount of money matters. One workout matters. Small actions repeated daily create enormous long-term change. Another powerful lesson is momentum. Starting is often the hardest part. The mind creates resistance before action. People feel lazy, afraid, distracted, or unmotivated. But once action begins, momentum slowly grows. For example, starting exercise feels difficult. But after beginning, the body often feels more energetic. Starting English practice feels uncomfortable. But after speaking for some minutes, confidence slowly increases. Action creates movement. Movement creates progress. Another major problem is overplanning. Some people spend too much time preparing mentally. They want perfect plans, perfect timing, perfect knowledge, perfect confidence. But perfectionism often becomes hidden procrastination. Successful people start before everything feels perfect. They learn during action, not before action. Another important thing is self-belief. Many people secretly believe, I can't succeed. I'm not talented enough. Other people are better than me. These thoughts stop action completely. But confidence usually grows after repeated action, not before. Every small action teaches the brain, I'm improving. I'm becoming stronger. I'm moving forward. Another painful truth is this. Dreams without action eventually become frustration. Some people spend their whole life imagining a better future, while repeating the same habits daily. But your future changes only when your daily actions change. Another important lesson is responsibility. Many people wait for motivation, luck, opportunities, or outside help to change their life. But successful people take responsibility. They understand, my actions shape my future. This mindset changes everything. Another major truth is consistency. One day of action is not enough. Success grows through repeated effort. Daily effort matters greatly, even when progress feels invisible. Another powerful lesson is discipline. Motivation disappears sometimes. Everyone experiences tired days, difficult days, and emotional struggles. But disciplined people continue taking action anyway. That is why discipline creates success more reliably than temporary motivation. Another important thing is identity. Repeated action slowly changes how people see themselves. A person who exercises daily starts seeing themselves as a healthy person. A person who practices English daily starts seeing themselves as an English learner. A person who works consistently starts becoming more confident and productive mentally. Action changes identity slowly. Another painful reality is regret. Many older people regret not starting earlier, not trying harder, and waiting too long, because time moves quickly, and opportunities do not stay forever. That is why action today matters greatly. Not someday. Today. Another powerful truth is this. You do not need huge action immediately. You simply need to begin. Small beginnings are powerful. One small step today can completely change your future direction. Another important lesson is patience. Real success usually grows slowly. At first, results may feel invisible, but repeated action compounds over time. Like planting a seed, growth happens quietly before becoming visible. Another major truth is this. The gap between successful people and unsuccessful people is often daily behavior. Small, repeated actions create different futures. That is why daily habits matter so much. So remember this carefully. Dreams alone will never change your life. Wishing alone will never change your life. Talking alone will never change your life. Only action creates movement. Only action creates progress. Only action creates transformation. So stop waiting forever. Start small if necessary. Start imperfectly if necessary. Start afraid if necessary, But start, because your future is being created by what you do daily, not by what you only dream about. Lesson 2. Small daily habits create big results. Many people believe success happens suddenly. They think successful people became successful overnight. But the truth is very different. Most success is built slowly through small daily habits. Tiny actions repeated every day may seem unimportant at first, but over time they completely change a person's life. This is one of the most powerful truths about success. For example, a person who reads 10 pages every day may finish many books in 1 year. A person who practices English daily may become fluent slowly. A person who exercises regularly may completely transform their body over time. The daily action may feel small, but consistency creates powerful long-term results. Another important truth is this: success is usually not one huge moment. It is many small moments repeated consistently. One workout matters. One study session matters. One healthy meal matters. One productive hour matters. People often ignore small habits because results are not immediate. But small actions grow like compound interest. Tiny improvements repeated daily become enormous changes later. Another major problem is impatience. Many people want fast results. They exercise for 1 week and expect huge change. They study English for 1 month and expect fluency immediately. When results feel slow, they quit. But real growth often happens quietly. At first, progress may be invisible, like planting a seed underground. You do not immediately see growth, but inside, change is happening slowly. Another important lesson is consistency. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Some people work extremely hard for 2 days, then stop for 1 week. This creates unstable progress, but disciplined people continue even during ordinary days. They understand something important. Daily effort matters more than temporary motivation. Another powerful truth is this: your habits shape your future. Your daily routine slowly becomes your life. If your daily habits are lazy, distracted, unhealthy, and inconsistent, your future often reflects those habits. But if your daily habits are focused, disciplined, productive, and healthy, your future changes slowly too. Another important thing is identity. Repeated habits slowly change how people see themselves. For example, a person who studies daily begins seeing themselves as a serious learner. A person who exercises daily begins feeling healthier and stronger mentally. A person who practices English daily becomes more confident naturally. Daily action builds self-belief. Another major problem is underestimating time. People often think small actions do not matter because results feel tiny today. But time multiplies repeated effort. 1 hour daily becomes 365 hours yearly. That is enormous growth. Another important lesson is momentum. Small habits create momentum. When you complete small actions consistently, the brain becomes more disciplined. And discipline makes future action easier. For example, a person who starts reading daily may later develop stronger focus and learning habits naturally. One good habit often creates another good habit. This is how personal transformation begins. Another powerful truth is this: bad habits also grow through repetition. Just like good habits create success, bad habits slowly create problems. Daily laziness grows. Daily distraction grows. Daily excuses grow. That is why habits matter so much. Every repeated behavior strengthens something inside the brain. Another important thing is simplicity. Many people fail because they try changing everything at once. They create unrealistic plans. Waking up at 4 a.m. suddenly, studying 10 hours daily, exercising intensely every day. Then they become exhausted and quit quickly. Small, sustainable habits work better long term. Simple daily action is powerful. Another major lesson is patience. Real transformation takes time. Many successful people worked quietly for years before results became visible publicly. People often see success, but they do not see the years of daily effort behind it. Another important truth is this: you become what you repeatedly do, not what you occasionally do. One healthy day changes little, but healthy habits repeated for years can completely transform a life. Another powerful lesson is focus. Many people waste energy chasing motivation constantly, but systems and routines create more reliable progress. Successful people often follow routines even when emotions change, because habits reduce dependence on motivation. Another important thing is emotional discipline. Some days you feel inspired, some days you feel tired. Successful people continue anyway. They understand something important. Feelings change daily, but consistent action creates long-term success. Another painful truth is this: many people fail not because they are incapable, but because they stop too early. They quit before habits have enough time to create results. Consistency requires patience. Another major lesson is delayed gratification. Small, disciplined habits often feel difficult today, but create powerful rewards later. Meanwhile, bad habits may feel enjoyable now, but create regret later. That is why wise people think long-term. Another important truth is this: you do not need to become great immediately. You simply need to improve slightly every day. Small improvement repeated consistently becomes extraordinary over time. Another powerful thing is self-respect. Daily discipline teaches the brain: I care about my future. My goals matter. My life matters. This builds confidence and emotional strength slowly. So remember this carefully. Big success usually begins with very small habits. Tiny daily actions may look unimportant today, but over time they create skills, confidence, discipline, success, and transformation. Do not underestimate small progress. Keep moving forward daily. Keep improving daily. Keep practicing daily. Because small daily habits truly create big life results. Lesson 3. Motivation comes and goes. One of the biggest mistakes many people make is depending completely on motivation. They think, when I feel motivated, I'll work hard. When I feel inspired, I'll start. When I feel ready, I'll change my life. But motivation is temporary. Some days you feel excited and full of energy. Other days you feel lazy, tired, distracted, stressed, or emotionally low. This is normal. Every human experiences emotional ups and downs. The problem is this: many people stop taking action the moment motivation disappears. That is why they stay stuck for years. Another important truth is this: successful people are not always motivated. They simply continue taking action even during difficult days. This is called discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. This is one of the biggest differences between successful and unsuccessful people. For example, a person learning English may feel excited for the first week. They practice daily, watch videos, and feel highly motivated. Then slowly excitement becomes weaker. Practice starts feeling boring or difficult. Many learners quit at this point, but disciplined learners continue anyway. Even small daily practice during low motivation days creates powerful long-term results. Another important thing is this. Motivation often follows action. Many people believe they must feel motivated before starting. But very often, action itself creates motivation. For example, before exercise, a person may feel lazy, but after starting, energy often increases. Before studying, a person may feel distracted, but after focusing for some minutes, concentration improves. The hardest part is usually beginning. Once movement starts, momentum grows naturally. Another major problem is emotional dependence. Many people only work based on emotions. If they feel inspired, they work. If they feel tired, they stop. But emotions constantly change. A life controlled completely by emotions often becomes inconsistent. Discipline creates stability. Another important lesson is routine. Successful people often create routines so they do not need to depend entirely on feelings. For example, a person may practice English every morning at the same time. At first, this requires effort, but over time, it becomes habit. Habits reduce mental resistance. Another powerful truth is this. Consistency during difficult days creates real growth. Anyone can work during easy days. But strong people continue during hard days too. This builds mental strength. Another important thing is identity. When people consistently take action despite changing emotions, they begin seeing themselves differently. They start thinking, I am disciplined. I finish what I start. I keep moving forward. This creates powerful self-confidence. Another major problem is waiting for perfect feelings. Some people spend years waiting to feel confident, fearless, ready, or fully motivated. But action usually comes before confidence, not after. Many successful people started while afraid, uncertain, tired, or imperfect. Another important lesson is understanding resistance. The brain naturally prefers comfort. That is why difficult tasks often feel uncomfortable initially. For example, studying feels harder than entertainment. Exercise feels harder than resting. Practice feels harder than procrastination. But growth usually exists outside comfort zones. Another powerful truth is this. Temporary discomfort creates long-term rewards. Daily discipline may feel difficult now, but creates confidence, success, and freedom later. Meanwhile, constant comfort often creates future regret. Another important thing is small action. During difficult days, do not focus on huge goals. Focus on small movement. Read one page. Practice for 10 minutes. Do one workout. Complete one task. Small action keeps momentum alive. Another major lesson is self-control. Discipline is really the ability to control yourself even when emotions change. This skill becomes valuable in every area of life. Health, money, relationships, business, learning, and success. Another important truth is this. Successful people do not always feel like it. They simply understand the importance of consistency. That mindset changes everything. Another powerful thing is long-term thinking. Motivation focuses on feelings today. Discipline focuses on the future. Disciplined people ask themselves, what kind of life am I building? This helps them continue even during difficult moments. Another painful truth is this. Many people fail not because they lack ability, but because they stop whenever life becomes uncomfortable. But discomfort is often part of growth. Another important lesson is self-respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, confidence grows. Every time you continue despite difficulty, mental strength increases. This slowly changes identity and mindset. Another powerful truth is this. Small, disciplined actions repeated daily become life-changing over time. You do not need perfect motivation. You simply need continued action. Another important thing is patience. Results may not appear immediately, but discipline compounds slowly. 1 year of consistency can completely transform your English, health, mindset, confidence, finances, and future. Another major lesson is this: feelings are temporary, but daily actions shape your life permanently. So remember this carefully. Do not depend only on motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Instead, build discipline. Take action even during difficult days. Keep moving even when progress feels slow. Stay consistent even when emotions change. Because success belongs to people who continue, not only to people who feel motivated sometimes. Lesson 4. Success requires sacrifice. Many people want success. They want money, freedom, confidence, good health, strong skills, and a better future. But very few people truly understand the price of success. Success requires sacrifice. This is one of the hardest truths many people avoid. Everybody wants results, but not everybody wants the discipline, effort, and discomfort required to achieve those results. Another important truth is this: you cannot build an extraordinary life while living with ordinary habits all the time. Growth often requires giving up something: time, comfort, distractions, laziness, excuses, temporary pleasure. Many people say they want success, but spend most of their time scrolling social media, wasting hours online, avoiding difficult work, and staying inside comfort zones. Then later, they wonder why nothing changes. Another major problem is comfort addiction. The human brain naturally prefers comfort. Easy entertainment feels comfortable. Sleeping longer feels comfortable. Avoiding difficult tasks feels comfortable. But comfort rarely creates growth. Growth usually happens when people challenge themselves. For example, waking up early feels difficult at first. Studying when tired feels difficult. Practicing English daily feels uncomfortable sometimes. Exercising regularly feels hard initially. But these difficult actions slowly create strength and success. Another important lesson is delayed gratification. This means sacrificing small pleasures today for bigger rewards later. Successful people understand long-term thinking. For example, a learner may choose studying English instead of wasting time online. A person may choose saving money instead of buying unnecessary things. An athlete may choose exercise instead of comfort. These small sacrifices create future rewards. Meanwhile, many people choose temporary comfort repeatedly and later experience regret. Another powerful truth is this: every successful person sacrifices something. Students sacrifice free time to study. Athletes sacrifice comfort to train. Business owners sacrifice stability to build something bigger. Successful learners sacrifice entertainment to improve skills. Nobody becomes successful while avoiding all discomfort. Another important thing is focus. Success often requires saying no to distractions. Many people lose enormous time every day because of phones, social media, gossip, procrastination, and mindless entertainment. Then they complain they have no time to improve their life. But successful people protect their time carefully. They understand something important. Time is life. Wasting time repeatedly means slowly wasting potential. Another major lesson is discipline during difficult moments. Sacrifice becomes most important when emotions change. For example, practicing during tired days, working during stressful days, continuing during slow progress. This builds mental toughness. Another important truth is this: Temporary discomfort creates long-term freedom. For example, studying now may create future opportunities. Saving money now may create future security. Taking care of health now may create future strength. Meanwhile, avoiding discomfort today often creates bigger problems later. Another powerful thing is priorities. Your sacrifices reveal your true priorities. People often say, "Success is important to me." But daily behavior reveals the truth. If someone constantly chooses comfort over growth, success remains distant. Another important lesson is balance. Sacrifice does not mean destroying your life completely. Rest still matters. Peace still matters. Relationships still matter. But serious goals require serious commitment. Another painful truth is this: many people want the rewards of discipline without practicing discipline itself. They admire successful people, but ignore the sacrifices behind the success. They see the results, but they do not see the lonely work, repeated practice, failures, stress, patience, and years of consistency. Another major lesson is identity. Every sacrifice strengthens character. Every difficult action teaches the brain, I can control myself. I can continue. I can grow. This builds confidence and mental strength slowly. Another important thing is understanding that sacrifice is temporary. The discomfort of growth usually does not last forever, but the rewards can last many years. For example, learning English may feel difficult now, but fluency can create opportunities for life. Exercise may feel difficult now, but health can improve life greatly later. Another powerful truth is this: people who avoid sacrifice often experience a different kind of pain later. Regret. Regret becomes painful because it cannot change the past. Many older people regret wasting time, avoiding discipline, and choosing comfort too often. Another important lesson is self-respect. Discipline and sacrifice create self-respect. Every time you choose growth over comfort, the brain becomes stronger. You begin trusting yourself more. Another major truth is this: success is not random. It is usually built through daily sacrifice, consistency, focus, and action. The life you want often requires becoming stronger than your excuses. Another important thing is perspective. Sacrifice should not feel like punishment. It should feel like investment. You are investing time, energy, and effort into your future self. That mindset changes everything. Another powerful lesson is courage. Sometimes sacrifice means leaving comfort zones, trying new things, taking risks, and facing fear. Growth rarely happens while staying completely safe all the time. So remember this carefully. Every meaningful goal requires sacrifice. You must choose short-term comfort or long-term growth, temporary pleasure or future success, distraction or discipline. The people who succeed are usually people willing to do difficult things consistently while others avoid them. Because success is not built through comfort alone. Success is built through daily action, discipline, and sacrifice. Lesson 5. Daily action builds confidence. Many people think confidence comes first. They believe, when I feel confident, I'll start. When fear disappears, I'll take action. But real confidence usually grows after action, not before. This is one of the biggest secrets of success. Many successful people were once afraid, insecure, nervous, and uncertain too. But they continued taking action anyway. And slowly, confidence grew. Another important truth is this: confidence is built through repeated experience. For example, the first English conversation feels scary, but after speaking many times, the fear slowly becomes smaller. The first workout feels difficult, but repeated exercise builds strength and self-belief. Action teaches the brain, I can do difficult things. Another major lesson is courage. Confidence is not the absence of fear. Confidence is continuing despite fear. Every small action weakens fear and strengthens belief in yourself. That is why daily action builds confidence slowly over time. Lesson 6. Focus on progress, not perfection. Many people never start because they want everything perfect. Perfect timing, perfect plans, perfect skills, perfect confidence. But perfectionism often becomes procrastination. People keep waiting instead of acting. Successful people understand something important. Imperfect action is better than perfect waiting. Another important truth is this: nobody starts perfectly. Every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent speaker once struggled. Every successful person once failed. Every strong person was once weak. Progress matters more than perfection. Even small improvement daily creates powerful long-term growth. Another major lesson is patience. Success grows slowly. Do not quit because results are not immediate. Keep improving step by step. That is how real growth happens. Lesson 7. Your daily choices shape your future. Your future is created by your daily habits and decisions. Small choices repeated daily slowly build your life. For example, choosing practice over excuses, healthy habits over laziness, focus over distraction, and discipline over comfort slowly changes everything. Many people underestimate small decisions because results are not instant. But repeated actions compound over time. One workout matters. One study session matters. One productive hour matters. Another important truth is this: you become what you repeatedly do, not what you occasionally do. Daily behavior shapes your health, mindset, confidence, skills, and future success. That is why small daily decisions are extremely powerful. Lesson 8. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Many people waste years waiting for more confidence, more money, less fear, better conditions, or perfect opportunities. But perfect conditions rarely exist. Life will always include problems, uncertainty, distractions, and challenges. Successful people understand this. They start anyway. They start imperfectly. They start afraid. They start before feeling fully ready. Another important truth is this: a small beginning today is more powerful than a perfect plan that never starts. Waiting often creates regret. Action creates opportunities. Another major lesson is courage. Sometimes success simply begins with taking the first step before everything feels comfortable. Lesson 9. Consistency beats talent. Many people believe success depends mostly on talent, but consistency often matters much more. A talented person without discipline may fail. A less talented person with strong daily effort may improve greatly over time. Why? Because repeated practice creates growth. Daily effort slowly builds skills, knowledge, confidence, and experience. Another important truth is this: most successful people simply continued longer than others. They kept practicing while others quit. Consistency compounds slowly. Small daily effort repeated for years becomes extraordinary. You do not need instant greatness. You simply need continuous improvement. Lesson 10. Never give up on yourself. Every successful journey becomes difficult sometimes. There will be slow progress, frustration, mistakes, failure, and self-doubt. This is normal. The people who succeed are not people who never struggle. They are people who continue despite struggle. Another important truth is this: Your life can completely change through consistent daily action. One disciplined year can transform your English, health, confidence, mindset, finances, and future. But transformation requires persistence. Do not stop because progress feels slow. Real growth often happens quietly. Keep moving forward even during difficult days. Another powerful lesson is self-belief. Many successful people succeeded because they refused to give up on themselves. So remember this carefully. Do not quit too early. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let temporary failure define you. Keep learning. Keep improving. Keep taking daily action. Because success belongs to people who continue moving forward even when life becomes difficult. Success does not happen in one day. It is built slowly through daily action, discipline, patience, and consistency. Small habits may seem unimportant today, but over time, they can completely change your life. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now. Start small. Stay focused. Keep moving forward even during difficult days. Because your future is being created by what you do every single day. Thank you so much for watching. If this video motivated you, like this video, share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful and life-changing videos. And remember, success is not built by big dreams alone. Success is built by daily action.